Everyone, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well. Got another fun video for y'all today, and I gotta say, this one's gonna open a lot of eyes, especially on the side where they think, well, no, adult male or adult female can't own an AR-15. They're terrible. I mean, what if they go crazy one day? Can I ask a question really quick? Do you think proud gun owners are going to mentally unwell rallies? You know what I'm talking about, like the ones where old men and women go and ride their bikes through major cities completely naked in front of kids. Do you think a responsible gun owner is doing that? The answer is simply no, and if you are, I don't want to know you. You can join the other side, and if we all have a battle one day, you're going down first. Anyways, reason why I'm bringing this up is the other day there was a 911 phone call at the U.S. Capitol for the Senate building, and the phone call was about an active shooter. Now, who knows who made the phone call? You know, nowadays it's important to support companies who share the same beliefs as you. And what I mean by that is if you're an LGBTQ community, you should probably shop at Target. But if you're an American who loves the Second Amendment, Blackout Coffee is the company. Jared from Guns and Gadgets is an owner. The other owner I know personally, couple of great guys. They do not bend on their beliefs in this country. That being said, their coffee is outrageously good. I got mine stacked over there. My favorite by far is Brutal Awakening. And the flavored coffee, Irish Cream. And if that's not enough, they have Operation Blackout, which is they donate 2 cups of coffee per bag sold to our active troops. A company that gives back, makes an amazing product, and isn't woke like a lot of the companies out there today. So we're putting a discount code below the video. Go grab you some amazing coffee and join the Blackout family.
U.S. Capitol Police told us all 3 Senate office buildings are clear following reports of an active shooter. This was scary, but it was an unfounded situation. It caused panic, though, in and around the Capitol on the eve of former President Donald Trump's arraignment here in D.C.
Well, first off, you can f*** off about Trump. Everyone knows that's complete crap. I mean, the fact that Trump is even charged with any of this stuff? Nope. Anyways, that being said, I wanted to stop at this picture because, you know, in the House of Representatives and the Senate, they do a whole bunch of voting, which I think is a waste of everyone's fucking time. It is, especially when it has to do with gun control, because at the end of the day, they can both get together and say, you know what, this is a right. This is a right for Americans. Freedom of speech. And then the second one, it's not the 40th, it is the second one. There's no conversation about it. But look at the firearms that they're clearing rooms with at the Senate buildings. I mean, for all the people who were talking in the House and the Senate at the U.S. Capitol, and they're saying, well, no, the AR-15 semi-automatic rifles, they can't be on the street.
There is no reason that we have weapons of war on the streets of America. We need reasonable gun safety laws.
The vice president calling for a ban on assault weapons.
Okay, so why do these people have them? It's funny how this country draws a line. Right? It's like a U.S. citizen, if you are not law enforcement or a part of the government, we don't want you to have guns, especially not a semi-automatic rifle. But if you're in the government or law enforcement, yeah, I mean, whatever.
So I again call on Congress to pass the assault weapons ban. Pass it. This should not be a partisan issue. It's a common sense issue. We have to act now. People say, why do I keep saying this?
Let me just make something clear here. I've met cops out there before that have been dirtier and more fucked up than most people that I've met in my life. And then I've also met cops in law enforcement that have been better people than most people I know. They are no different than a random person. No different. They're still human. They still make mistakes. They can be a good person or a bad person, make good decisions or bad decisions. Just because they have a badge, just because they can say, well, I'm part of the government, that doesn't mean shit. So if you allow just another person, because that's what they are, if you allow another person to be able to have these, What is the problem? Serious, what is the problem? Let's continue though.
At least 200 police officers immediately swarmed the north side of the Capitol to investigate. That's where we find our Casey Nolan live tonight. And Casey, what have you learned?
Take a look at what it looked like then. That's where police say a 911 caller said that a man in body armor was firing shots in one of those Senate office buildings. Now they tell us they believe that call was bogus and that there was no active shooter. But before they can make that determination,
it's kind of interesting how everything works in this country right now. And the way that it's interesting is just talking about mental health. All these mass shootings that are going on, mental health is always brought up, right? Like, oh, was there something going on with him? Was he depressed, suicidal, whatever it may be? Do you think that law enforcement are immune to that? Because they're carrying the rifles that y'all don't want us to carry. And at the end of the day, they are protection for the people in the Senate, the House, the U.S. Capitol, whatever else. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Every man out there, for the single moms out there, you're included in this. We are the protectors for our people. And no, this isn't the caveman times. No, this isn't Sparta. This isn't any of that. It's pretty simple. Most of us, most likely, will never have to fire our gun at another human being in our lives. But we're fucking prepared to do it. We are prepared to protect our people. That is, in my opinion, a man's second job. The first job is to make kids. So when y'all say, well, no, we're going to tell you what you can protect your family with. No, you're not. You're not. No more conversation. You're not.